my beautiful superstars. This is your soul sister, super spiritual mama. I am here ready to discuss on a spiritual topic. Today I want to talk about psychic attacks. So let's talk about psychic attacks. Psychic attacks are basically energy attacks or opposition in the astral world against opposition, your opposition, all right? Your opposition in the astral world. So astrally, you are already physical right now, okay? This is my physical body, this is my physical vessel, but I am a spiritual being first, living inside this physical vessel second. So are you. All right, one thing I want to talk about, because this is the only plane, this physical plane, this Earth, Mother Earth, our Mother Earth, this is the only planet where really you will see different entity inside the human vessel. Okay, so what do I mean by that? What do you mean by that, Sa? I mean, and I always say it all the time, I can't express it enough. You need to be extremely aware of this truth, that this is the only plane where you can meet and interact with different entities that could be clocking themselves as humans or using a human body as a channel, okay, for whatever reasons, because there is multiple factors, multiple reasons, and this is the only place that is happening, meaning each human has their own spirits, or they have their own influence, whether they are influenced by negative spirits or positive spirits or evil spirits, which are also negative. You know, it depends, what do I mean by negative? So whether a person is influenced by negative forces or positive forces, there are forces in this physical plane, and these are spiritual forces that you cannot see with your normal naked eye. Now, talking about the third eye, because third eye does exist. Sorry, I used this finger, if you're aware. But third eye do exist. They do exist, all right? And you have to ask yourself this question: why does the government, most world governments, they poison your water? They put fluoride. I'm writing it down here. They put it in your water and in your toothpaste just to numb your spiritual perceptivity. So there is really a lot of things that is going on that most of the time we're not aware of, because why would the government or a system that pretends to protect its people poison its or put such things in their water and food just to make their spiritual receptivity lower, you know, so they can control them? We already know why. So anyways, if you clarify and cleanse your third eye, you will be able to open your own spiritual powers, and each and every individual has their own unique spiritual gifts, okay? Every person is uniquely gifted by the creation. So anyways, psychic attacks do happen on a daily basis, to anybody and everybody, because we are all spiritual beings. So everybody has their own energy before they even interact or open a door to other channels and other energies. You know, I have my own energy, you have your own energy. I have my own eye gaze, which is energy, okay? And you have your own eye gaze, which is also energy. So I have my energy. I can look at something and send negative frequency to it, say anger, example. I can look even as at an object, okay? I can look at an object and it could remind me of a bad memory, so I send anger through with it, and next thing you know, the object itself breaks or something happens to it. I'll give you another example. Someone can come to you and admire a necklace you're wearing, or a ring, or something, a watch if you're a male. Someone can come and admire something that you own, a material thing that you own, and next thing you know, that material thing breaks or stops working. Someone can come and admire your new job, and next thing you know, your new job is gone. That is directed energy, negative directed energy, and most of the time, 99%, this sender is not even aware they are sending it. People are very powerful. Everybody is a manifester. You are all manifestors. Even me, I am a manifester. We all create consciously or subconsciously. We're not aware of our thoughts. We're not aware of our feelings most of the time. And there are those people who are aware, people who are conscious, and people who are awake, and that is wonderful. But most of the time, because the system itself doesn't promote its citizen to be spiritually aware, spiritually conscious, to be positive being and full of love. Instead, the system and the government, whatever government it is, they always try to install fear and control the minds of the human within their sphere of understanding of life. I'll give you an example, like the regular toothpaste, and regular water. It can definitely numb your spiritual perceptivity, and it can numb your third eye, and therefore you become very easily manipulated and easily controlled by the government and by the system. And most of the time, systems and governments, they're occult. They practice witchery, and they practice witchcraft, and they practice mind control games and auto-suggestions and so many things. So controlling your mind is very important, because psychic attacks doesn't just happen when someone hates you and someone means you ill and they're like, you know what, I'm gonna curse this person. It doesn't only happen under those conditions. No, psychic attacks can also happen through self. You can sabotage your own self. It can happen through other channels, through other people. It can happen subconsciously. Psychic attacks can happen even through other entities that they are aware of you and they see you and you're not aware of them, or other entities who are very aware of your potential and they know God's plan for you, and they will do anything in their power to make sure it doesn't happen. So psychic attacks happens from multiple angles, and it can happen daily because we are all energetic beings. And as I said, this is the only plane where there is different energies that can walk and clock themselves as human beings. All right, with that being said, what do we do about it? Now that we know there is psychic attacks and it can happen automatically, or I can attack myself psychically, I can sabotage myself psychically too. So how do you overcome any psychic attack? First thing, I always say awareness. And I thought that was the only thing that is needed. But honestly, if you have beings or other forces that is against you, other forces like draconians or reptilians, you will need more than awareness. You will need a team with you. You will need someone to pray with you, someone to help you as you help yourself. And trust me, other beings do exist. And humans are enemies of other races that do already live among us, and we don't see them, okay? Because as I said, the system makes sure that you are vibrating, you are in a lower frequency, you're fear. That's it. This is fear. This is the system, this is the government, and you try to get out of fear no matter what. The government will make sure you stay there. I don't care what government, that's how it is. That's how it works. And most of the time, these beings, they don't see humans as enemy just now in 2020. They've seen humans as enemies long time ago. And so they are very powerful beings who made sure to take people in places of power to control humanity. So basically, psychic attachments happen, psychic attacks happens to everybody. But when you climb the ladder of life, or if the universe and if God's plan for your soul is to be somewhere very important, very powerful, then you are definitely target to psychic attacks and have to protect yourself all the time. So I did say awareness is key. Awareness is key for everything, all right? You need to find a method of yourself protection. What do you believe in? How can you protect yourself? Prayers work all the time. Why? Because words are powerful, you know? Words are powerful. As I speak, I create. So prayers works. It doesn't matter what kind of prayers. I am totally so into mind science prayers, you know, that I am. I love to write them. I love to work it. I love to speak it, and it works perfectly for me. And it's also called affirmative prayer treatments. So anyways, you should know what kind of prayers that protect you. You should have that kind of tool, you know. And one of the best prayers that I share with everybody is the affirmation: I am the only authority in my mind. Okay, I am the only authority in my mind, not the media, okay, not the government, okay, nobody else. I am the only authority in my mind, okay, not my parent, nobody else. So you have to say it out loud. I am the only authority in my mind. I am the only authority in my life. I closed off my aura and body of light from all but my own God self. If you have a problem saying the word God, you can say, I close off my aura and body of light from all but my own inner self. And so it is. And so it is. Now you have to say it multiple times throughout the days, because every moment you're in a different angle, different alignment, different frequencies. So you have to be aware. Or you can use it when you are about to go out around people, about to give speech and stuff like that. If you're a sensitive soul, you can observe other people's emotions and even thinking and negativity and take it as your own. So you have to close your body of light and aura before you interact with another consciousness. Does it make sense? I hope it does. Now let me tell you, what can you do where you don't take somebody else's demons during sex? You say the same prayer, okay? I am in control. I am the only authority in my mind. I am the only authority in my body. I close off my aura and body of light from so and so. From the name of the person, you know. You can also call Archangel Michael for protection. Honestly, lately I've been going through my own awakening. So I've been discovering things. I myself say I stopped calling upon Archangel Michael. I became my own subversion. I pray for my own self. I don't ask for assistance from other forces just because I don't know. You know, a force can say I am so and so, but until I see you, I'm just receiving the message, and anyone can send me any message in the unseen world. So yeah, close your body of light. All right, you can say it verbally all the time. Another way of protecting yourself is always have a spiritual bath. Always have, like, once a week or every new moon or every full moon, have a salt bath. All right. If you can mix salt bath with herbs and essential oils, it will be much better. If you read on it, your own prayers in any religion or spiritual practice you believe in, then much stronger and potent it is. So spiritual bath, affirmation, being aware of your energy. Okay, always be aware of your energy. Ask yourself, where does my energy finishes? Where does my energy ends? Like, how big is my energy? And then try to make it smaller when you're around people, you know, and shield yourself mentally. I love this exercise because most of humans, I won't even say most, all right, I am a human being too. Anyways, there's a lot of humans out there who are terrified, who live under frequency of fear, and every thought or every word or everything that comes out of their mouth is negative. And they're like, they're like, I don't mean you bad, but I'm just trying to give you an advice. Don't do this. Look at me now. I don't want you to become like me. It's all negative, and it's projection toward you. And if you agree to their statement while you're talking to them, subconsciously you're taking it as to be true, and next thing you know, your life condition changes and becomes negative, mirroring the person you were interacting with in this physical reality. So next time when you interact with someone who is complaining about any situation in life, what I like to do is put a mirror between me and that person. Invisible mirror, all right? Invisible mirror. They see themselves, they don't see me, and I'm very extremely aware. Now, if the person is involved with the dark entity and the dark entity has taken over their body, their physical body, you know what I do? Not only the mirror, I call my ancestor, I line them up. All my ancestors, they're lined up. And you know something? We all have wings. We all are born with invisible wings, all right? So all my ancestors, they open their wings, and there's this big huge mirror between me and the person, and my ancestors are shedding light, and I'm shedding also light and love to that person. But there is mirror, I'm reflecting whatever they're saying. That is their world. It could be true in their world, but not in my world. I'm not gonna suffer. I'm not gonna fall for fear. I am not fearful. I cast all fear out. I cast all doubt out. All right? I am the only authority in my mind. I decide what kind of thoughts and what kind of manifestations I draw and pull into my life. So to repel psychic attacks, you have to be aware who's sending it. You have to be aware what kind of consciousness you're connecting with. When you are out and about, I try at first in my spiritual journey, a lot of people were saying reptilians. This was all back in 2016 or 2015, and I didn't understand what they're talking about. What is this reptilian? I didn't understand any of that. But I kept reading, I kept searching, I kept digging because I love mysteries. So anyways, this is what I learned. When you are outside, okay, in this outside world, consciousness, you connect with other people through your eyes, okay? It's the window of the soul. So don't look people in the eye because you pick their consciousness, especially people who live in a lower frequency. So that's just a tip. I'm not gonna say don't have eye contact with others. You can if you want to. Most people live under fear, really. You don't need to pick that type of thinking or that type of energies because those are psychic attacks. We are all born perfect, complete, and whole, and filled with life, filled with light. So what happens along way is it's all journey and beautiful. Please understand that you are the creator of your life. You are creating your life all the time, whether you are conscious of it or subconsciously. You're always creating, you're always attracting, and you always pick energies from people around you. So me, myself, and I am very introvert. I like my time. I love my space. I don't engage with a lot of people. I don't engage with others so much, and I don't interact or with others except my clients or my students, and I'm extremely even selective when it comes to clients and students. You know, it's my energy, it's my time that I give to them, that I work with, and once we start working together, their consciousness becomes mine. It's like the oneness, you know. So you have to make sure that you are surrounded by humans who understand how to control their body, who understand that there is different psychic attachments in this world, and who keep themselves spiritually clean, honestly. And stay away from people who are not aware. You want to be around them, go ahead, but entities are extremely real. You can pick entities not just from sexual engagement. You can pick entities all the time as you go along. So I said prayers, spiritual bath. I gave even a mind-eye technique that you could use, the mirror, when you are out and about, and most important, shine your light all the time. I hope you enjoyed this short video. Let me know if the tips are good. If you have tips for me, give it, share it down below. Thank you so much for watching. Again, this is your soul sister, soul family, super spiritual mama. Keep on shining, stay aware, stay alert, enjoy life. Bye.